Hey there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So I'll be honest, I have no idea what this video is gonna be. I just decided to film right now, and it's kind of nearing the time that I'd go to bed, so it's probably gonna be quite a short video, but I just wanted to catch up and I kind of just wanted to vent, I guess. At the end of the day, partly why I have this YouTube channel is to just vent and for it to be a bit of a creative outlet and a bit of a stress reliever, and also for me to just be quite authentic with you. Yeah, so if you're relating to school stresses and struggling to juggle everything right now, then I suppose this is the video for you, because I'm just gonna be like saying all the things that I need to get done effectively. Also, I'm quite tired right now, which is why if I look a little bit dead, that's probably why. So basically, I don't feel particularly stressed, but I feel like for some reason at this point in the year, I'm just watching everything rise around me. I feel like I'm almost living like parallel lives, or like I have groups of tasks which need to get done, which are all steadily increasing, and though I'm like effectively keeping on top of it, it just feels like my time is so like spread so thinly across so many different things, and I feel like I'm trying to like juggle so many aspects of my life right now. So as I say, this isn't really like a video that's intentionally giving you advice. This is kind of me just venting, and maybe you do relate. I kind of just want to show that, you know, even people like me with a successful YouTube channel and stuff, you know, we still have loads of things to do school-wise, and struggling to juggle it all, and yeah. So I've kind of just finished my mock exams. However, school also gives you a lot of tests, particularly for science subjects. I have I'd say at least 3 tests a week maybe. So it's like I come home and it's like, right, what am I revising for now? Yep, okay. And we have tests on like things from last year, so it's like revision tests alongside this year's content tests. So for example, tomorrow I have 2 chapters of chemistry AS, I have a test on that, and then on Friday I have chapter 15 from A-level biology, I have a test on that. And it's just like, oh, so many tests. So yeah, balancing the revision for that is kind of what has been in most of my frees. I've been doing that to try and keep on top of it. And obviously if you do badly in a test, then you want to spend time going over that to like get on top of it. But then there's more tests to be revised for, and it's like, oh. I also feel like my maths workload has increased loads. I don't know if any of you are in year 13 doing maths, but at our school we have to do, so once we finish like core 3, we do core 3 papers, we do like 1 a week alongside everything else, and they allocate some of our frees to do more maths work in. So I have to do 3 core maths papers a fortnight alongside everything else, and then 3 not statistics, that's last year, Jade. 3 mechanics papers alongside everything else. So that's quite a lot of papers in the 2 weeks to get done, and that's like not homework. That's like you have to do it, but it's not homework. So on top of that, you still get more maths homework, like revising the content. And I feel like core maths has just got so much harder, and it's still doable with effort, but for me, maths isn't just like, it doesn't come as naturally as say English did to me. So I have to spend more time like going over and trying to get it. And obviously if you don't make the effort from a lesson, then the next lesson you'll feel more behind. So yeah, maths has been great recently. Chemistry, we're doing organic now, and quite frankly, I'm more of an inorganic person and a physical person. I like the maths in that. But organic is more shapes, and I just don't have much of a shape brain. So yeah, organic is again more difficult for me to juggle, and we're doing organic with both my chemistry teachers, so yeah. Biology, I don't know if anyone does AQA biology A-level, but we've started this chapter which is like, what's going on in this chapter? I don't even know. To be fair, we're so close to finishing all the content, which is just keeping me going because then I can go revise everything. Great. Okay, so that's sort of more homework A-levels. Alongside that, I'm head girl, and don't get me wrong, I love being head girl. There are so many pros to it. I wouldn't change it, no regrets, but there are so many things that head girls at our school have to do. And so, for example, I run a team of prefects, and every parents' evening it's up to me to make sure that prefects are there from the slots at the parents' evenings to help do refreshments, set up, clean up, that kind of thing. And so it's up to me to persuade the year 12s to want to go to those events and to help out at different time slots. And then I'm under pressure from teachers above me to make sure that I get prefects for those slots. And so all the parents' evenings recently, I've been like trying to juggle people, and things have been cancelled and people can't make it, and you have to try and find replacements, and yeah, it's just like a time-consuming thing alongside that. I also have to run school council, which, to be fair, I love doing that, so I don't know why I'm complaining. But yeah, I have to like write an agenda and stuff, and then afterwards you have to type up minutes, and you just have to make sure everyone's doing their research, which is, again, I love it, I love the responsibility, but it is a lot of work. What else? Oh my god, prom. Prom is just the death of me. Oh my god, I hate it so much. It's up to the other head girl and I to effectively plan and run prom. So we paid the deposit, we've got a venue, however, we have to do tickets, and we have to find a way of selling tickets without like PayPal charging us a commission fee and stuff. You have to do decorations, photographer. We ran a fundraising event for our prom, like we hired out a club and had to do tickets for that and everything. And now everyone's asking about prom and tickets. It's like, I don't know, I don't have time. And I've also got to do a round of assemblies next week. So that's great. I'm gonna have to plan those and make sure everyone knows what they're saying, which is, you know, great. I love assemblies, but it's just another thing. I attended a head girl teacher conference yesterday, which kind of took up all my after school time, which meant I was a bit behind on revision, which is fine. But yeah, it's also up to me to make sure things like lost property get done and all these other background tasks. Like if a teacher emails me, I've got to do it, you know. I also mentor people in the mornings, and I'm also trying to sort with Emily, the other head girl, honours boards for our school. And I mentioned this in the video with Ruby, but oh, it's just been such a pain. We're trying to get honours boards for our school to have a bit more of a sense of tradition, because it's kind of just like a state school, and I know a lot of cool grammar schools and private schools have honours boards with all the names of head girls and head teachers. So we're trying to do that for our school. And we've raised the money, it's just, we're trying to find out where they go, get quotes from companies. We have to get like the site team involved to make sure they can get the measurements. We've had meetings with the head teacher and the site team, and yeah. Alongside all of that stuff, which is sort of my like school bubble, is the YouTube side of things. And guys, you know I love the YouTube side of things. Like, I'm sat here filming on my camera because I don't know, I just enjoy it. I love that I'll go on my phone and I'll read all your lovely messages and I can connect with you, and it is kind of an escape from all the stuff going on like schoolwork. But then equally, it's so busy. The world of like editing and planning videos, like I hardly even have time to just scroll on Instagram or Twitter anymore. I like go on there maybe twice a day, sometimes post something, sometimes just not, like reply to some stuff. I miss being able to spend more time connecting with you via those social medias, which I just don't really have as much time to do now. And then there's also the whole side of YouTube which like you don't really see, the sort of more background things. Like I had an interview today, which is super exciting. Like honestly, I was on such a high after that interview. But yeah, it's just I sort of have to fit it into my timetable for like a half-hour call, or like emails to reply to, and yeah, it's just, again, it's a whole different world. It does feel like, it feels like I come home and I live like a parallel life at school and then with the YouTube stuff. And then there's also social life. Oh, it's my birthday in just over 2 weeks, and I'm planning my 18th birthday alongside all those other things that I've been planning, and like just making sure people can come and like setting up the event and messaging people who don't have Facebook, and all those sorts of things are just in my mind as well. Oh, that just reminded me, Leavers hoodies, I have to sort Leavers hoodies, and I'm running this online shop for our year, and we have to sell a certain number in order to get the Leavers hoodies, so I've kind of had the pressure of trying to send emails out to get people to buy them, and not sure if we're going to make it by the date, so I have to negotiate with the company who makes the Leavers hoodies. Anyway, back to social. As you can see, this is a proper vent. I am literally just sat here to vent, so I'm really sorry if this is so boring for you. I don't even know why I'm filming it, but yeah. Anyway, social life. I'm obviously not going to neglect my social life, and although some days I'll go to the library and spend my lunchtime like there or half there, like I'm so big on making sure I spend time with my friends and replying to messages from my friends. And then there's exercise, and when I don't exercise I just feel so much worse, so I try and keep up my park run on Saturdays, my yoga kind of every day, although to be fair I've not done nearly as much as I would like to. It's kind of been dwindling as my time's been more pressured, because I don't want to stay up later but I still want to get exercise. So yeah, I'm just looking at all these like parts of my life and trying to juggle it, and I'm so grateful in a way that I am this busy, because I don't know, I've always been a person who makes themselves busy. Even if I don't have stuff to do, I will find stuff to do, and I do think I thrive off of busyness and having lots of different roles, and yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I don't know, just sometimes I think it's nice to kind of sit back and be like, Jade, you're doing a lot, and it's okay if, you know, I'm not completely on it 100% of the time with all of the things, because sometimes it can be quite hard to juggle, and it's, I don't know, I think it's good to acknowledge that and be kind to yourself within that. Like, I'm proud of myself, everything I do, I guess. I know other people do more, and I know other people are in far more stressful positions, so I'm not trying to big myself up in this video or boast or anything like that. I suppose I do just want to say, if you are in this stressful position where you do have lots of things going on in so many different ways, it's okay, and you can get through it, and you can juggle it all, even though it might seem so difficult. Like, I don't feel stressed, I don't know how. I think sometimes it's better to just do it than to think about doing it. So yeah, I don't feel stressed, but there are a lot of things, and it's hard to keep on top of them all sometimes. At the end of the day, your mental health is the most important thing of all. And even though I do all these things, I'd say my mental health is quite strong, which allows me to do these things. I think it's through things like yoga and meditation and making sure I carve time just for myself that sort of allows me to do all these things like continually. So if you do find yourself in a stressful situation, or if you do feel your mental health declining, I would say do take out some things from your timetable and your life to allow yourself to focus on yourself more. Like, I know if I was constantly feeling unhappy and stressed doing these things, I would just have to start taking some things out, whether that's YouTube videos or appealing with teachers to get less head girl jobs or something. I don't know, there's always ways around it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Maybe the universe will answer this video and give me a snow day tomorrow and help me get my life back on track. That would be ideal. So I think it actually is snowing faintly outside right now, so you never know. Oh, also look at this little spot. Isn't this just basically like so telling of this video? More sleep, less jobs to do equals less spots generally. But anyway, I'm very grateful for my life. I'm very grateful for all I do, I suppose. Just gotta keep hustling, hey? You are capable of doing more than you think. Equally, just make sure you look out for yourself. Anyway, have a lovely rest of the week. Bye. So I just wanted to say a personal thank you to the universe for answering my message and giving me the day off school. When I found out, I was literally thrilled. I ran around the house. I was like, Mum, like, the school's off, yeah. Like texting everyone like, yeah, snow day. I'm ready to do work. I'm ready to edit videos. I'm ready to get back on track and play in the snow.